Okay, so I just want to make a quick video of what's going on with me and classical guitar. Don't have time to really go through every piece right now, as in play through every entire piece, but I wanted to just highlight things I'm working on in each of the pieces, because that's realistically all I'm going to be able to do in this amount of time that I'm trying to work on these videos. Mostly for my reference, but you know, if you're working on these same pieces, then it might be convenient. Okay, so starting with Bach, because I've been playing a lot of that. I think I mentioned last video that I'm working on the Allemande from the first cello suite, the Yates edition, which is in C major, and now I'm working through the whole suite. I'd already done the prelude, so I did the Allemande, the Courant, and now I'm working on the Sarabande and the two minuets, and I'm guessing soon the next movement. Anyways, okay, so first off, I think I talked about the Allemande before, so I'll talk about the Courant, little things I've been working on with this one. So like sections like this, which happens all over the place, by the way, this, I'm on purposely so that if, it can happen like this, is what I was doing before until the teacher corrected it, so. There's lots of notes ringing on there, and sometimes if it's like a chord tone, you want to keep it ringing, but it's not in this case. You have like this minor second going on. Actually, major second. But anyways, you go. I've been working a lot on muting in the left hand rather than the right hand. You know, I'm pretty good at muting bass strings when they need to be muted all with my thumb, but I haven't worked a lot on muting in the right or in the left hand, and like it's like almost like using sloppy technique. It's a funny way of describing it, but see, when I'm on this B string and going, well, let's see if I can get that in the view. When I'm hitting this note here, I'm not playing it super proper and upright like this. I lean it backwards. So like, see, this note can't be ringing through. The high E here can't be ringing. So I stop that there. So so it turns out to be like. Instead of. So it sounds very subtle, but when you play through the piece fast and you hear that da-na-na, you start hearing it all over the place, and it gets really annoying. The other thing I worked on this is left hand stuff, like same sort of thing, having notes ring. And the other section where it does this in C. Okay, moving on. Sarabande, trills, lots of trill work I've been doing, so it's like, or that's just a mordant, but it's like, but anyways, working on that kind of stuff. Haven't had a lesson on the Sarabande and the minuets. Actually haven't even learned the minuets yet, so I have to do that. Okay, that's it for Bach. For Ponce preludes, I've done 2 of these now. I've done the first one, which I guess I'll go to the first, and then I've also done the 6th. So the first one, it's a slower piece. Lots of right hand work on this one, as well as on Prelude 6. But it's a very nice piece. It's really tough to get it really nice sounding because it's kind of tongue twisters for both hands. It's tough to get it all fluid sounding. So we have these parts like. So like you gotta have to do a slide there, which is kind of tough. And then, especially this part. This like out of the entire piece, this is the part that I had to work on the most. It goes. Oh geez. Here, I guess I'll have to look at the music here. So it goes. That was a really tough part of it, especially when he goes. This bar right here. Anyways, neat piece. Lots of pull-offs that are kind of tough to get. Sometimes you don't end up doing all of them after you learn the piece, but it's very good practice. Okay, number 6 real quick. Lots of chords, so it starts out. And by the way, I'm saying these numbers all from the Segovia numbers, from the ones that he compiled and arranged. So this one is like, to me, it's all right hand work. Anyways, and then you got to focus on making sure the melody rings out. That's why I've been working on this one. The melody is the one that's singing, the voice that's singing. The voice, the melody isn't always in the soprano. In the next part, it goes so. So I've been focusing on trying to really get that louder. Hopefully my camera doesn't just pick up the highs, but the bass, or the tenor line there really does get picked up. Other stuff I've been working on, Sword 12, great study. I've been working on it a lot, just doing stuff like making sure my fingers are preparing. And another part, this sequential part. I've been making sure a whole lot that this, when I bar, see it's, I'll show you here, this is a half bar. So I've been making sure I've only honestly been barring half. Like a lot of times when I was doing half bars before, for whatever reason, it was just more comfortable to bar 4 strings instead of 3. And if you bar 3 and you're using only this first joint and you don't like go on to your next joint, which you have to do if you use 4, you only use that first joint, your hands can get closer to the fretboard and get a better angle on it. See, like that, versus when you go like this, like your hand kind of has to, this has to go like exaggerating, but this goes downwards when you go that way more. So when you go like this, you can really get upright. Anyways, Sword 12, Carcassi 19, and I'm working a lot on tremolo. So, as you know, tremolo is like this motion, and Carcassi 19's opposite. It's like you go back and forth. So I've been working on both tremolo going both ways just for good practice. And Carcassi 19 has you. Anyways, yeah, I don't have it memorized, but yeah, speeding that up pretty much. Just going as fast as I can, not playing that fast now, but anyways, those are the pieces I've been working on. Am I working on anything else? Yeah, I don't think so. Recuerdos, tremolo work, you know, it's coming along. Practicing it really slow. I'm not trying to get in a hurry and play at 160 right now. It's not the best thing to do. So I'm really happy if on a good day I'm playing 130 really smoothly. It's tough to do. It's always like you get to a speed and then you realize that you're doing something a little bit wrong, or like one note's or like one finger's louder than the rest, so then you start over and then you make sure they're all even again, and then you notice something else you're doing wrong, maybe in your left hand, who knows. Anyways, it's a process. It's all working out great. My lessons are going good. Really happy to be here. Beautiful time of year here in Tallahassee. It's late October and it's just starting to get cold. But yeah, everything's great. Let's see, anything else I want to talk about? Strings, still using Diodario normal tension. I'm going to try out the titanium ones, the Dynacores. I actually have one getting shipped to me from Amazon, or strings by mail, one of the two. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's all I want to talk about. Thanks for watching.